Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2022 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the first half of June from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for our Rams, the fire sign of Aries. Welcome everyone. As always, I hope you're all doing well, and thank you for taking the time to be here and for all of your likes and shares and subscribing and reaching out for personal readings. Always greatly appreciated. Thank you. So Aries, this reading is for you for the first half of June 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aries. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aries. As we always say, it's a general reading, so it's going to resonate a little differently. Watch all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus if you know them, because each one can bring in a little additional insight and perspective into whatever's going on in your life. And if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, perhaps take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else. Personal readings do make great gifts. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings, and I'm pretty timely about scheduling too, so email me if you're interested. All right, Aries, let's move right into this and see what the first half of June looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Okay, Aries. We begin with the Six of Swords. This is a card of healing. Slowly, or maybe not so slowly, but surely, moving away from trouble, conflict, and into a better place. The waters behind you represent what you're leaving behind. Choppy, muddy, turbulent waters, or a conflict, or something of some kind. You're not quite to the other shore, non-solid ground yet, but moving in the right direction. So it's a card of healing, or at least the opportunity for that, with the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration. It may be that God, spirit, angels, and guides are helping you in the healing process, or they have brought an opportunity for something to be healed, a healing process. Next, we have the Five of Coins, insufficiency and lack. Now, this can be on a financial or material level, like being unemployed, homeless, not having enough money, feeling like you have to rob Peter to pay Paul. On an emotional level, it can represent feeling shut out on the outside, abandoned, rejected, not good enough, like a beggar. With the Four of Cups. An offer being made. Somebody's not sure if they want to take it or make an offer. Feeling discontent. Perhaps feeling a lack of gratitude. Restless, itchy, discontented feeling. This feels more like an opportunity to heal something that Spirit is bringing to you. But you're having difficulty seeing it that way or accepting that. The interesting thing about this Five of Coins and Four of Cups that I'm getting, which means that it's relevant for at least some of you. I mean, the Five of Coins can imply not enough. You don't have enough, right? Or you don't feel like you're enough. Discontent, like you don't have enough. The Four of Cups can imply a lack of gratitude for how much you already have, because you have three cups that are upright and full, but you're still feeling discontent. Secondarily, also, you don't know whether to accept an offer or extend an offer. But what I'm getting here for some of you, Aries, is that even though you may be financially and materially stable, secure, or even successful, there's a feeling of discontentedness because of some other situation here that needs healing, that it looks like Spirit is bringing you an opportunity to heal this, but of course that's going to require choices and actions, and I think you're kind of stuck there. Next we have the Sun, which is lovely to see. The The sun illuminates, it clarifies, it uplifts energy, it lifts up any heavy or restrictive energies, light, love, warmth, laughter, vacation, travel. And just like when the real sun comes out, it affects everything, it touches everything. So there does the sun card, when it comes out in a spread, it affects all the cards in a spread. It can lessen or even negate any challenging energy, and it can add a boost to any positive energy. With the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands represents waiting for your ships to come in. You've seen some of your efforts paying off, and it's kind of gestative waiting patient card. Tried to combine words there. A waiting patient energy while you're waiting to see what the big payout is. The thing is Aries, is that for some of you, I'm getting two different stories here. One is that you take an opportunity that's being extended to you, which is going to require choices and action in order to have this lovely, beautiful, future, positive, optimistic energy. Or you continue to, I don't know, feel discontent or not accept the opportunity that's in front of you, and you kind of go off convincing yourself that everything will be fine, it'll work out. I'm getting these two radically different stories here, which means that it applies to two different groups of Aries, but it's important enough, I feel, that Spirit wants to get it out there. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Knight of Coins, our steady Eddie Knight. So knights typically represent offers or opportunities for change, something to be done, acquired. The Knight of Coins is governed by the element of earth. He's also the Knight of Pentacles, earth. So he's a little slower than the other brother knights, because the knights can also represent the speed at which situations move, and because this knight is governed by the element of earth, it's a little slower, steady, cautious energy. Like step by step. I call the Knight of Coins or Pentacles my steady Eddie Knight. But the interesting thing is that almost always the Knight of Coins or Pentacles is the one knight guaranteed to cross the finish line. He's guaranteed to accomplish the thing. He's just a little bit slower, but he's not as prone to getting distracted because he's not spontaneous and impulsive like the Knight of Wands or Swords or Cups for sure. So let's clarify here. I have to tell you, Aries, I'm getting this kind of strong channeled spirit feeling of caution here. It's almost like a warning of some kind. Let's clarify the Knight of Coins for overall energy. We'll see what comes out. Knight of Coins, step by step. Justice, the reap what you sow card, doing the right thing, transparency, honesty, honor, ethics, morality, things being fair and just and balanced and equitable. Moving slowly towards that, the Nine of Wands, our wounded warrior card, feeling discouraged, feeling like giving up, although as tens represent cycle endings or coming full circle in achievement. The Nine of Wands implies that you're very close to the end of a difficult cycle, but this is the part, I mean, it's the last quarter mile that's always the hardest, right? It's darkest before dawn. That's where we get sayings like that, right? So this is feeling tired, discouraged, feeling like giving up. And with Justice and the Knight of Coins, it feels very much, Aries, like there's something you need to you may be having a hard time, like there's a right thing to do here, according to the situations, your circumstances, your moral foundation, whatever. There's like something that's a right thing to do here, but you're having difficulty accepting it or deciding you want to do it. For some of you, if this is like a legal situation, it might be that you are frustrated with the speed at which something is moving, like a wrong being righted is moving too slowly. But these are clarifying our steady Eddie Knight of Coins here, so it's kind of like step by step you're getting closer to what is right, what is just. Now, because this is a general reading, that Justice card, I mean, this is going to mean different things to different people, right? First and foremost, I'm getting that there's something that should be done here. You're moving step by step towards it, even though you struggle with it. Step by step towards what is just and right, whether you're waiting for that to happen to you or you're struggling with doing something that is viewed as the right thing. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. Healing, moving away slowly, putting it behind you. Because the healing process requires action. You don't just sit, right? There's things that you have to do to heal, whether it's physical healing, emotional healing, otherwise you get stuck. It's a transitional period. Six of Swords. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it feels very much divinely led and timed here. The Ten of Cups, the Happy Home card, marriage, relationship, home, family, death in reverse. A final ending averted. Narrowly stopping a final ending. And driven by the Wheel of Fortune, this is like an opportunity to avoid an ending, a breakup, a separation, a divorce. There's an opportunity to avoid that and heal the situation. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. Trust, faith that as long as you do everything that is in your power to do, that it will lead to joy and fulfillment. This is a card of the renewal of hope, faith, and optimism. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Another major ending card in the reverse. In the upright position, this is surrendering to a painful ending. But in the reverse, it's either avoiding it or delaying it. Now, because it's clarifying the Wheel of Fortune with the Star, this is basically a God-given, spirit-driven opportunity to heal something and therefore avoid a painful ending, which looks to be like some kind of breakup or separation or divorce or something of that sort. I mean, if you take the relationship aspect out of it and look at it just from a concrete point of view, it could have something to do with the house or the property or the home itself, you know. By doing the right thing, you can avoid losing it, or taking steps to not lose it, because that's the fundamental energy here, regardless of what the specifics are, because it's a general reading. This is Spirit presenting you with an opportunity to avoid having something end and having that be a painful ending by a more just path being taken. Let's clarify the Five of Coins, insufficiency and lack. The Ten of Coins, long-term stability and security. There's a strong connection to home and family, inheritance here. Again, for some of you, it might be a legal, financial issue that has some elements of home and family, like inheritance or something in it. But again, for a group of Aries, which I was feeling in the beginning, it feels like some of you have this already. You have stability and security. You're doing just fine. But somehow, because of all this emotional stuff going on, you feel like it's all for nothing. Like, what does it really mean? You know? The Eight of Cups, leaving, walking away, turning your back on something perhaps unfulfilling, or just leaving. The Four of Wands, the other happy home, marriage, stable home energy. It feels like some of you are turning your back on something, or struggle, like I'm getting this sense of internal conflict. If I don't do the thing that the Justice card implies, then I'm going to lose something precious to me, probably someone. And even though I have all the security and stability and comfort financially and materially, I feel discontent. I feel like it doesn't mean as much without this person. But in order to do this, I have to do this justice thing. And I struggle with that. That's what I'm getting. For others of you, you're struggling with doing whatever justice represents because, I don't know, there's some issue there. Something you have a hard time accepting, that's what needs to happen so that you don't lose perhaps a home or a property or something of that sort, an inheritance or something of that sort. Let's clarify the Four of Cups. But I'm feeling first and foremost this is driven by relationship, home, family, that aspect of your life. Four of Cups. The Three of Swords, heartache, heartbreak, separation, breakup, emotional pain. The High Priestess, intuition, paying attention to your intuition. That sense of knowing, which is our connection to the divine. And the Five of Wands, conflict, internal conflict, external conflict. I really think, Aries, that you're struggling. It's like there's this battle going on inside of you where your intuition is telling you one thing, you know, this is the way to go, or this is the thing to do, but there's something about it that you don't want to do because, I don't know, it scares you, or you're afraid of maybe negative history repeating itself, and so you don't want to do the thing, but yet your intuition is pulling you towards that, and there's this sense of conflict. But then all of a sudden there's this radically different energy change here of the Sun and the Three of Wands, which means that for those of you for whom this is just pure and simple, concrete, financial, material, property, inheritance, something like that, it works out well for you in the end. For others of you for whom this is centered around, you know, again, this relationship, marriage, or maybe lack of marriage. Maybe that's what the issue is here. You don't want to get married, but if you don't, your person that you've been with maybe for some time, you're going to lose that person. Others of you, you may just be in this, you know, cognitive dissonance, meaning like not wanting to accept the reality of what might happen if you leave or turn your back. You think things are going to be the same, you'll return and everything's going to be the same, but it won't be. Some of you will be choosing to do the thing that is difficult for you to accept to do, and that's what's going to turn the tide here. An interesting reading. Clarify the Sun. Oh, too many. Clarify the Sun. The Seven of Pentacles, reflection, consideration, taking stock, taking inventory. This is good because this is a thinking card. This is taking a look at what you have invested in something, what you have to show for it, and asking yourself, what do I do moving forward with this? The Ace of Pentacles, a brand new beginning, moving, relocating, new job, marriage. I mean, this is like a brand new beginning, perhaps in a practical sort of way, or it has practical aspects of it. Two of Swords, King of Wands. That's you, and that's soulmate, kindred spirit energy. It may be for some of you that you've been with someone for quite some time, and the marriage issue keeps coming up, and perhaps you don't want to, or your person, it could be your person that doesn't want to. Maybe they had a bad one in the past and they're afraid. It looks like whoever is reluctant here is really thinking about maybe doing something different. Something that might heal the issues that are going on and enable the two of you to move forward together. Clarify the Three of Wands. We have the Hanging Man. It's a card of waiting and not taking any decisive action. And the Three of Wands is also a card of waiting. Strength, facing fears, doubts, insecurities. Eight of Wands, movement forward, travel, the Fool, a brand new journey. Maybe some of you are traveling or leaving and then just hoping that everything will work out. It'll be the same as it was before. It's... Again, three different stories I'm getting. Concrete, practical issues. It looks like it's going to resolve itself fairly well for you. Even though there still might be kind of this, be taking longer than you want it to. On the relationship arena, some of you will be making a choice to step out of your comfort zone and do something which is viewed as a right conventional thing, something like that. Do the right thing here, whatever that means for you in your situation, with your partner, and take the chance. Take a chance, take a risk. Step out of that comfort zone. And that's what turns the tide in a positive way for this relationship. It brings healing and it avoids a very painful ending. Some of you are not going to do that. Some of you are going to just go off thinking it's going to be the same as it was before. I'll go here, I'll come back, they'll be there waiting for me, all of that kind of stuff. Three different stories for three different sets of Aries. That's what I'm getting. So let's end with any advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. This is kind of interesting. Quite an interesting reading, Aries. All right, Aries. Advice from Spirit. Two of Swords, stuck, reluctant, resistant to take the blindfold off and see a truth in front of you, reluctant to make a choice, wanting to stay. Again, it's that cognitive dissonance, ignoring reality. I don't want to see that 800-pound gorilla in the living room, right? Because then I have to do something about it. The Ace of Swords. This is a get a clue, the light bulb, illumination, the light bulb going off over your head. New information, new perspective, seeing the absolute truth and reality. Spirit wants you to wake up to something. Now, for those of you that have already or will be making the decision to do the right thing, whatever that means in your situation, continue doing that. Don't back down from that, because that's what's going to save this if it's really precious to you. Others of you that aren't close to that, this is basically saying, wake up. Wake up. Judgment. The Five of Swords in reverse. Judgment is that important crossroads energy where what you choose to do is what's going to be set in stone. So if you choose to continue, I think this is going to end and you're going to lose something quite precious to you. Someone, maybe. If you choose to move forward and do something different, because this is often looked at as a second chance card, that's going to be a game changer, a life path changer, and I think it's going to turn the tide for you in a really positive way. Either way, you're accountable for it. You're answerable for it. That's what judgment means. It feels like kind of almost parental school principal, but that's the strong feeling I'm channeling here. And the Five of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who ends up losing through their own ambition, or, in the upright position, this is winning at all costs. Even if that cost is at other relationships. For some of you, this might be, depending on the decisions that you make, it could be letting go of that really defensive energy because it may cost you this relationship, this home family unit. Others of you, you're going to stubbornly hold on to that energy, and it is going to cost you. Do you understand? I'm asking like you can reply to this, right? But so quite simply, from a lot of you, it feels like you're scared to do something, which is typically usually based on fear of some painful thing in the past repeating itself. And fair enough. I mean, free will, free agency, but it feels like if you don't make the choice that justice implies making, that you're going to lose something, a partnership, a relationship, a marriage, home, family, that I feel is quite precious to you out of fear. And there's difficulty in accepting that, or difficulty in wanting to look at the reality of it here. So I'm just going to end it there because it's just sounding a little too, I don't know, parent preaching here because of the feeling I have. So I'm just going to end it here and say that I hope that it was helpful to somebody out there. And again, if any of this resonates enough with you that you would like to reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to hear from you. You can also get that contact info by clicking on the description link. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the June mid-month readings. Stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.